Hi, I'm Megan McCarthy, editor of Africa Print, and I'll be interviewing Raymond Waldeck, CEO at Kalideck, for our Africa Print live platform. So Raymond, firstly, please could you give an update on Kalideck and what the company is focused on at this time?
Good day, Megan, and folk out there. Yes, Kalideck is strong and healthy. Happy to report that our people are quite healthy at this point in time. We've got limited interference from COVID, and those employees that did contract it is healthy and isolated. Other than that, we are not only weathering the COVID storm, but Kalideck is currently in the process of metamorphosis. We're reinventing ourselves to ensure that we remain relevant to the needs and the new needs of the industry.
Great. And then, so you just mentioned the industry. What is your take on the industry currently?
I think, Megan, the industry, of course, finds itself in the midst of the perfect storm. In order to optimize opportunities that present itself in the storm, the companies will need to ensure relevance in an ever-changing environment. We'll see shifting customer touch points, we see high consumer anxiety, and market interfaces that's constantly variable, and of course a market that simply won't tolerate stagnation anymore.
So you've touched on stagnation. What is your view on the industry, on how the industry will look like in 1 year's time?
Difficult one. Most probably one word: different. Exciting, ever-changing. As said previously, the touch points will shift. We can see that with Drupa being a point in question, companies looking at different ways of getting to the touch points with their customers. We'll most probably seeing some of the large behemoths that will fragment and deconstruct into a number of smaller entities, the large printing companies, to become more relevant to their customer base, and the opposite as well, where we'll most probably see some consolidation in the market as well, with a group of smaller guys getting together to get the economies of scale going again. I think suppliers will become more important in the value chain, because to provide the price stability, the credit, the funding, the access, and to the wide range of product, in order to remain relevant to the market demands.
And just some of these touch points that you have seen, just maybe, would you like to touch on one or two?
I see very typical is, of course, the relevance of the representatives, how much value they add, where do they touch into a company. On the back of that, you will see an impact on the likes of the Drupas. How relevant do they remain, and how do they abide, and how do they change and adapt to make sure that they still serve industry as well as they have in the past? And I'm very confident that of course they will. Pressure is good for all of us, and it makes sure that we do adapt and go forward.
Great. And then what are your top 3 tips on what companies need to do to innovate in this time?
Top tips. I think number 1 is abide by the old maxim that says turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, cash is king. Abide by the new maxim that says price is a short-term advantage, product must remain relevant, partnerships is the future. And finally, keep your employees motivated, keep your suppliers interested, and make sure that your customers are engaged at all times.
So can you please just also give a quick overview of your company or any product you'd like to highlight or any development?
Megan, I thought long and hard about it, and if you don't mind, I'd rather than have a blatant punt here, I would like to, from Kalideck, extend a sincere thank you to all the Kalideck employees that under very circumstances are working way beyond and above what can be expected. To the Kalideck suppliers, thank you very much. Without your support, we also won't be in business. We really appreciate that. Kalideck customers, of course, without customers, we do not have a business, we don't have an industry, and we really appreciate the support we get from the old and from the new guys that came on board. Thank you very much for that. A big thank you to Practical Publishing and the media at large, I think, for carrying the industry torch. It is not always easy, and it's difficult times, but for that we sincerely thank you all.
Great, and thank you. Now it's some time for some rapid fire questions, so don't think too hard about it. Okay, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek.
Mac or PC?
PC.
Ocean or mountains?
Ocean.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Pizza or pasta?
Pasta.
Book or movie?
Book.
Batman or Superman?
Superman.
Would you rather be able to control fire or water?
Water.
Would you rather be completely invisible for one day or be able to fly for one day?
I already do flying, so I'll pick the invisible one for the day.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Raymond. I really appreciate your time. And the viewers can find more content on www.africaprint.com/live. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Stay safe.